Hi, my name is Juan Barraza. I'm the Director of Student Innovation at the Center for Entrepreneurship at Portland State. And I want to start with saying thank you to the Oregon MESA team for inviting me over to deliver today's keynote. They asked me to talk about my journey and what has helped me during my time as a student, professional, and my day to day activities during the community. And one of the things that it has worked for me is being able to explore and learn new things. And where always been told being first, right? And being first not with the context of sports or winning a contest, is being first with the idea of being able to discover new things. And reflecting about that, I want to talk to you today about the power of being first. The power of being first is fascinating because being first, as I mentioned, is not related to sport. It's about the ability to be able to harness the power, that motivation for changing the world. It is a great level of curiosity that you need to be able to learn new things and try to solve problems around the community. But you gotta start somewhere. And before we get too deep into the details, I want to talk more a little bit about where do we get started or how do I get started. As I mentioned, I'm the Director of Student Innovation at the Center for Entrepreneurship, but I started my education at the Polytechnic Institute in Mexico. I have a background in electronics and business. And for me, one of my teachers at that time changed my life, totally changed my life. Before I started my education at the Institute, I did not like math at all. I despite mathematics. I did not understand them. I wasn't interested in figuring it out what they were used for, other than the day-to-day activities at the supermarket. And I had this math teacher that was able to challenge us and teach us how basic math problems can be utilized and process can be utilized to solve very complex problems. And after that year education under his mentorship, my concept of mathematics changed. Mathematics are exact science. The numbers don't lie. And you understand the process and breaking down a problem and apply the basics, you will be able to find a solution for very, very complex. And that has guided me through many facets of my life. And I utilize the same concepts to be able to solve big problems and learn new things day in and day out. You belong here. And I want to start the conversation with letting you know that wherever you are in your life, you belong here. You are in middle school, high school, about to go to college. You earn your right to be there. And you have done the work. And regardless of what everything else in the world is saying, I want you to know that you are in the right place. You are learning what you need to be, and you are with the people that will help you succeed every day of life. Being first is an opportunity of exploration. Every day, we're gonna have a lot of challenges. We're gonna have a lot of firsts. Your first trip out of the state, your first time to go to visit a college campus, the first time to be a presenter in a conference, the first time that you will feel uncomfortable about learning new things and not knowing how to move forward. But that power of being first, that uncertainty, that not knowing what will happen, will drive you, empower you to move forward and conquer and discover new things. We don't know where you're gonna be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You might become a scientist, an engineer, a designer, a writer, or maybe none of these things. But you're gonna have a lot of firsts in your lives, and you harness that power, that curiosity, to be able to tackle new challenges in your day-to-day life, or in your professional life, or your academic life. Will be able to form and shape who you will become in the future. But often it's hard to see what could you be when you don't have role models. And sometimes you look around your community and you don't see people that understand where you're coming from, your background. Is this day and age it's so easy to find those role models and potentially reach out to them. And to give you an idea, what can you be as a scientist, engineer, a business person, and taking a leader in your life? I have some examples for you to do your research after this keynote and being able to find more of these individuals. And each one of the persons that I will showcase in a few seconds has impacted your life beyond what you think in a day-to-day life. You have Lisa Getlauder. She is the creator of Micromedia, one of the founders. And if the company doesn't ring a bell, just think about Netflix and Hulu. She is the reason we're able to live stream our day-to-day shows over the internet to this day and age. Odiana Trujillo, she is an immigrant from Colombia that she was responsible to be part of the landing of the rover a few days ago in Mars. Oloni Johnson, he's a NASA engineer. He worked in the Jet Propulsion Lab, but what he's holding right now is a patent to something that you use day in and day out, and it's the Nerf guns, the blasters. Totally different approach from NASA engineer to being a toy maker. Or you have Misty Copeland, one of the first African American ballerinas in the United States. Marilu Jepsen, that she created, co-founded the company, is one laptop per child. She is able to take her background in engineering and entrepreneurship and being able to provide access to computer literacy to kids around the world with a very easy to use device. Or Luz Bon An, which if you ever go into our website, log in, and have these weird letters show up and ask you to type them in a little box, he's the creator of CAPTCHA. Or if you want to learn a new language, he is the co-founder of Duolingo. So take a look at them. You're looking for role models. This is a great starting point. And whenever you look for a role model outside your network, outside the people you know, it is easy to find inspiration. But also within the people that you interact day in and day out, you have people that are cheering you on, they are your champions, and they're willing to mentor you. And mentoring means providing advice, listening to you, and be able to give you the small nudge in your day-to-day activities to help you continue move forward. Being first requires work. It is not easy. It's a lot of self-reflection. It's a lot of things that you need to do by yourself. From going and being the first in the family to go to college, learning how to fill your FAFSA, your financial aid form, being able to explore new cities and towns by yourself, or learning new ways to do coding, writing, dancing, sports, whatever you call it, requires work. And just like any work, you need to put the time to craft your art, being able to hone your craftsmanship. So just remember, regardless of what you do, being first, it is not easy. You're gonna have a lot of that, but you have to put the work. If you don't know something, the best way to approach it is one step at a time. Put the time to learn your craft, and be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself, because some things will work at the first time, and some things will require a little bit more training and dedication. One thing that's very important: you don't have to do it alone. Being first doesn't mean that you go exploring the world all by yourself. You have a lot of people around you, from classmates, teachers, parents, friends, uncles, people that you visit and interact with as you move to college. You have a lot of people that will be able to provide you help, mentorship, and guidance, and have to get there. They will be able to share their personal experience, just like I'm doing right now with you. And it will be up to you to take that advice, dissect it, slice it, and take what it works for you at that moment. But keep in mind, it's a lot of people around you champion you and want you to succeed, even if you are first. Also, don't forget about your crew. It's a lot of your peers. They are next to you. You talk to them on a daily basis. They understand you. They understand where you're coming from. They understand your background. They understand your hardships. They see you in your moments of joy and your moments of sadness. Make sure you nurture that relationship with your crew, with your friends, because the friends you're nurturing right now, the friends that you build in a relationship, will be with you for the rest of your life. So, and they will be there to support you, regardless of how successful you are, or how good or how bad you have it in life. So, make sure you have your crew, you build it, and support and surround them around you. Also, every day, you will have tons of opportunities that will come to you every day. But right now in your world, put attention to the opportunities you have next to you, and you can have a teacher, a friend, or a mentor that will ask you, would you be willing to try this? Would you come with me? Be an explorer. Say yes to new opportunities. You never know where it will take you and what doors will open up for you, and how will get you to continue to move forward in in your professional life, in your personal life, or as you continue your studies. Don't forget to celebrate your wins. It's very important that whenever you have a success, share it with your friends, share it with family, celebrate them. Those are moments that you need to cherish. They are hard won. You went through a lot of hardships. Make sure you share it with your loved ones. And celebrate your wins could be anything from completing a class, a trimester, earning a degree, solving a very complex problem that was you've been working on for a while. So please celebrate your wins and do it far and wide. Let people know that you achieved something unique and that you are there to celebrate, and nobody can take that away from you. But with that, I want to tell you right now, it is okay to fail. Being first also means you're gonna try a lot of things. Being first means that some things will work and some things will not work, and that is okay. If you fail and things don't work at the first time, now you know how not to make things not to work. And you gotta go back to the drawing board and explore. What else can you do? Could be solving a problem at school, creating a prototype, dealing with a personal problem. Could be applying to a college and then changing course in the degree that you envision at first. It is totally okay to fail. So please, don't hesitate. Failing is part of the experiment of being first. Failing is part of the discovery, and embrace it, because that will give you a moment to stop, breathe, rethink what is important, and continue to move forward. Being first is about exploration. It's about discovery, learning new things, taking new opportunities and new challenges, opening new doors, working with others. You cannot do it alone. You have to work with other people to be able to learn from them. Have a diversity in thought, experiences, point of views is very important about being a being first and exploring new things. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. Regardless of what is you're trying to achieve, you need to be able to put in the time and allow yourself time to learn and master new things. Make sure you celebrate the wins. There's gonna be a lot of things that you're gonna be successful at. You're gonna win. Make sure you celebrate those. But also being okay with failing. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And not getting things right at first is perfectly fine. It might be a second, third, or fourth time that you try and things don't work out. And in some point in time, might never work out. At least you try it. You explore it. You discover there's no path to moving forward. Be okay with failing. With that, I want to say thank you again for allowing me time to talk to you. Feel free to reach out. My information is on the screen. Follow me on Twitter or visit the Center for Entrepreneurship at Portland State website if you want to learn more about what we do. For that, I want to say thank you, everybody. Enjoy your weekend and congratulations. You belong here. And congratulations for being first.